Once upon a time, in a land filled with the whispers of nature and the serenity of life's simple pleasures, there lived a wealthy man. This man, blessed with riches beyond measure, sought something more profound than material wealth. He yearned for the assurance of his family's happiness and prosperity through the ages. With this desire burning in his heart, he embarked on a journey to seek the counsel of a Zen master known far and wide for his wisdom and insight. Upon arriving at the master's abode, a place of peace surrounded by the beauty of nature, the rich man presented his request. He asked the Zen master to write something that would guarantee the flourishing of his family for generations to come. The master, understanding the depth of the man's request, took a moment to ponder. Then, with a steady hand, he inscribed words on a large piece of paper. The message read, "Father dies, son dies, grandson dies." The wealthy man, upon reading these words, felt a storm of emotions. Anger and confusion clouded his judgment. He confronted the Zen master, his voice tinged with disbelief and frustration. "Master," he exclaimed, "I came to you for a blessing, something to bring joy and prosperity to my family. Why have you given me such a sorrowful message?" The Zen master, calm and unmoved by the rich man's anger, looked into his eyes with a depth that seemed to reach into his very soul. "My dear friend," he began, his voice gentle yet firm, "the words I have written do indeed carry the blessing you seek, though not in the way you expected. Consider the pain and despair that would engulf your heart if your son were to pass away before you. Imagine the unbearable grief that would follow if your grandson were to die before his father. Such events would bring untold sorrow to any family." He paused, allowing his words to sink in, then continued, "But if each generation passes in the natural order I have described, father, then son, then grandson, this represents the natural flow of life. It signifies that each has lived a full life, leaving behind a legacy for the next. This sequence, though it speaks of death, is the foundation of true happiness and prosperity. For in this natural progression, there is peace, and in peace, there is room for joy and growth." The wealthy man listened, the master's words slowly dissipating the clouds of anger and confusion. As understanding dawned, a sense of peace enveloped him. He realized that the master had indeed given him a profound blessing. The natural order of life, with its inherent losses, was not something to fear or resent, but to accept with grace. It was a reminder that true prosperity lay not in the accumulation of wealth, but in cherishing each moment and ensuring that the legacy left behind was one of love, wisdom, and peace. With a heart now filled with gratitude, the rich man bowed deeply to the Zen master. "Thank you, wise one," he said, his voice soft with newfound understanding. "You have opened my eyes to the true essence of happiness and prosperity. I will carry your blessing in my heart and share this wisdom with my family, that we may all live in harmony with the natural course of life." As he left the master's presence, the rich man felt a lightness in his being. He had sought a material blessing but had received something far more valuable, a lesson in the beauty of life's natural order and the peace that comes with embracing it. The story teaches us that true happiness and prosperity do not lie in seeking to control or alter the natural flow of life, but in embracing it with acceptance and grace. It reminds us that the greatest legacy we can leave is not one of material wealth but of love, wisdom, and the peace that comes from living a life in harmony with nature's course.